Hey friends, it's Hope, and today I am here to do a non-spoiler book review over two books, and those two books are Clipped Wings and Inked Armor by Helena Hunting. Now this is book one and book two of this sequel, and it is a new adult fiction book. So if you're not into the whole lovey-dovey smoochy type reads, I definitely would not suggest these books to you. But if you're totally into that stuff like I am at the current moment, stay around for this book review and see if these books are something that you may be interested in reading. Alright, so this story follows our two main characters, Hayden and Tenley. It is told in both of their point of views, and usually it alternates every other chapter. Hayden is 25 years old. He is covered in tattoos and in piercings. He looks super intimidating and a little rough around the edges. Hayden's personality is really blunt, really confident, really rebellious, and just by looking at him, he looks very intimidating. On the other hand, we have Tenley. She is petite, she is shy, reserved, timid, she's very polite. She does not have any visible tattoos or piercings. So just from the outside, Hayden and Tenley are very different. Hayden actually owns a tattoo shop called Inked Armor, and his shop is actually right across the street from where Tenley works, coffee shop called Serendipity, and it just so happens that Hayden's aunt actually owns this coffee shop. So naturally, Hayden and Tenley, their paths cross pretty frequently, and Hayden really feels like his hard exterior walls start kind of breaking down when he's around Tenley. And Tenley becomes really intrigued with Hayden because he is very different, and she really likes that he's different from the norm. Things, of course, really start heating up and getting started when Tenley decides that she wants a tattoo. And who does she go to? That's right, she goes to Hayden. These two characters have quite the past, like individually. Hayden has a lot of stuff that he's dealing with, so does Tenley. Their past relationships and life stories are pretty deep and damaging. Together, they slowly start figuring each other out, and they start to slowly break down each other's walls. But with all the damage and anxiety and guilt that surround both of their situations, we find out that them being together may or may not be the best thing for them. What I can say about these two books is I thoroughly enjoyed each and every one of the characters that Hunting wrote about. Yes, Hayden is rough around the edges, but when we get to know him, he is just a softie inside. I really enjoyed how he paid so much attention to Tenley, like every single detail of her. I loved how willing he was to really step up and protect her and just stand up for her. And I love that he was just willing to just love her through all of her struggles and all of her ups and downs. The same thing goes for Tenley. I love the fact that she was so non-judgmental. Even though she had been through all of this stuff, she was a really strong person. She did have her moments of weakness and grieving, but that didn't consume all of her, and I really enjoyed that. I love the fact that she was able to kind of look around what she saw on the outside of Hayden, because with someone who is all tatted up and has piercings everywhere, it is so easy for people to judge and maybe not give people second chances after hearing about the past that they've had. Even our side characters, like the people who worked in Inked Armor, each of them were so individually different and had their own edge. And even Cassie and Nate, who were Hayden's aunt and uncle, they were by far my favorite side characters. They were hilarious, they were loving and caring. They were also so non-judgmental and just really welcoming to anyone who would be willing to step into their home. I really enjoyed these books, but the one downside I found to these books is it took a really long time for the truth to come out. I remember sitting in the living room and I was telling my sister-in-law Elena that I had 40 pages left, and I had no idea how I was gonna finish because we were still like slowly finding out the full truth to these people's stories. And then yesterday when I finished the second book, I was thinking, holy crap, I just read over 600 pages in like 3 days, and the book ended at a certain point of their relationship, and I kind of wish that we would have gotten more. I mean, you spent a lot of time really getting to know these characters, and I really wish that I could see what happened after those like 3 months that we read about. But with that said, because it took a little bit of time to really move through their relationship in these past couple months, it gave the reader a wonderful chance to get to know each and every one of the characters in depth. Nothing was really surface level. You felt their highs, you felt their lows, you felt their love, and you felt their struggles. I ended up rating both books a 4 out of 5 stars. I think that if we saw more of their relationship over time, I actually would have rated it a lot higher. But the characters were great, the storytelling was great, and overcoming their adversities and really being there for each other was just so well done. If you guys pick up these books, I do not have a single doubt in my mind that you will feel connected to at least one of these characters. For me, they were extremely easy to get attached to. Well, friends, that wraps it up for my non-spoiler book reviews over Clipped Wings and Inked Armor by Helena Hunting. Let me know below if you guys have read these books and what you guys thought of them. And if you've read any other Hunting books, let me know which ones I should pick up next. I really did enjoy these books, and hopefully I continue to read more of her writing. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys have a great day, and I'm sure I will see you soon. Bye!